Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the humongous. Okay, boys and girls, I've had enough of this bullshit. Junk food is a junk concept. It is wrong. There is no such thing as junk food. What in the world am I talking about? People treat calories as if calories are some kind of dire poison. Calories are anything but poison. Calories are the fuel your body needs to move your hand, to move your lips, to move your mouth, to move your brain, to move your thoughts. Remove calories and you remove life itself. Just ask any good Nazi. How did the Nazis manage to kill Jews, Slavs, and Gypsies in their death camps? They knew that it takes approximately 2,000 calories a day of food to fuel a human body. So they reduced the number of calories, and they overworked the people in their death camps. The result? Not enough calories. People grew thin. People grew skeletonous. People grew cadaverous. People died. Without calories, you die. Are calories junk? Calories are absolutely essential fuel. How about carbohydrates, sugar, and salt? Without enough salt in your diet, you die. Salt is essential to life. Carbohydrates are turned almost instantly, very quickly in your body into glucose. What's glucose? Basically, calories. Glucose is the fuel your body runs on. Carbohydrates are a source of fuel. What about fat? Fat is so desirable in the human diet that Kung Bushmen in the Kalahari Desert will do almost anything to get their hands on a nice fat animal and to get to suck at that fat. So why do we say that fat, salt, sugar, calories, and carbohydrates are poisons? They are not poisons. The problem is the quantities, the proportions in which we eat them. All of these things are extraordinarily valuable for life. In fact, they are a necessity for life. But too much of a good thing is a poison. Eating is like riding a bicycle. If somebody presented a bicycle to you and you had never seen a person ride a bicycle before in your life, you would lay there on the pavement on your left side with your cheek pressing the asphalt, with the bicycle, this weird contraption of pipes and gears and spokes between your legs, wondering why the hell people think there's any value to a bicycle. Lay on your left side and it won't go anywhere. Lay on your right side with the bicycle between your legs and it won't go anywhere either. You'll simply lay there on the asphalt. The trick to riding a bicycle is not just in the hardware. It's in the software. It's knowing how to balance on a bicycle. Somebody taught you that when you were 2 or 3 years old. Now riding a bicycle comes naturally to you. But the trick is in how you use it. And the trick in food is not in the food alone, it's in the balance with which you use it. Until the last century, humans did not have enough calories. The fairy tales of the French were the stories of people so impoverished in food, so starving for food, that when a hero won something valuable at the end of a story, it was a dish of milk and a slice of bread. That's how valuable food was. But today we provide calories even to the poorest folks. Calories, yes. That damn fucking phone. Bear with me while I say inappropriate words. Okay. Now, Back to what we were talking about. Calories and the French. Until recently, there simply weren't enough calories to feed you. Now, suddenly, even the poorest of people have calories. Not just calories, not just enough calories, as many calories as they want. The problem is not in the calories. The problem is in the people. The problem is in the software. The problem is in the habits with which we use those calories. Too many calories and you grow obese. Sugar is great stuff. It's glucose. Or it's turned to glucose almost immediately. And what is glucose? Glucose is calories. Glucose is the basic fuel your body needs to run on. So what's the problem with sugar? Too much of any good thing is a poison. We're eating too much of it. How do you correct a child who insists on either lying on the pavement on his left side with a bicycle between his legs or lying on the sidewalk on his right side with a bicycle between his legs and hasn't learned to stand the bicycle upright and to balance between the weight on the left and the weight on the right? You teach him the art of riding the bicycle. How do you use calories for what they're there for? Not to mention fats for what they're there for. Salt for what it's there for, and sugar for what it's there for. You teach people how to eat in balance. You teach them to eat 2 or 3 meals a day. You teach them to eat protein, vegetables, fruits, and these days whole grain is recommended. Well, to tell you the truth, I eat vegetables, fruits, meat, that's protein, and I don't eat whole grains. What's the result? I'm about to turn 71 years old. Last week, in a hotel room near Caltech, where I'd been flown by the Keck Institute for Space Studies for an elite brainstorming session, I did 610 push-ups without stopping. So apparently, you can stay very healthy with protein, fruit, vegetables, and not much, if anything, in the way of whole grains. But the trick is balance. The junk is not in the food. The junk is in the habits. Yet good eating habits, vegetables, fruits, protein. That protein, in my case, is meat. I prefer it. And humans were built to eat meat. There's a chemical called cholecystokinin, a signaling chemical in your gut that doesn't go off unless you eat meat. And if you do, it sends a signal to your brain saying, look around you. The folks that you're eating with are wonderful. Bond with them. Stick with them. They will bring you meat. That's how important meat is to the normal human diet. But it's all a matter of balance. The junk is not in the food. The junk is in the habits. Get great habits and you can ride food like a bicycle. And sugar, calories, salt, and all the things you're told are poisons can be pleasures that nourish you. This is Howard the Humongous, speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make, or want to know why? Ask how. And now for the off button. Where the hell is it? Ah, I found it.